Okay, let's keep it rolling as all of this unfolds now. Fallout over the key findings in the Justice Department's long-awaited internal watchdog report. The IG is Michael Horowitz, screen center, declaring no political bias in the FBI's Russia investigation. In that report, however, he found 17 inaccuracies and omissions, as well as learning that the faulty Steele dossier was used to get a FISA warrant from the court. Both sides now spinning this in their favor. Here's a sample of that.
This was an attempted overthrow, and a lot of people were in on it, and they got caught. They got caught red-handed.
For 2 years, the President of the United States accused our premier law enforcement agency of treason, of trying to defeat him, of trying to stop him. And it turns out that was all nonsense.
You can argue, if you would like, that there was a legal predicate to start the investigation. It doesn't really matter to me. If it started legitimate, it became criminal pretty quick.
David Spunt live now from Justice Department again today. And David, good morning there. What are you hearing there from DOJ officials? Good morning.
Well, good morning, Bill. We're hearing from all different kinds of officials. A lot of fallout. This 476-page report really offered a lot yesterday. Some are calling it a mixed bag of conclusions. As you mentioned, it certainly did not let the FBI off the hook, but at the same time, it showed that there were no major biases when investigating the Trump campaign, no political biases, and that is a key point right there. The big thing, though, this morning, we're hearing from the President of the United States, who is critical of the current FBI Director Chris Wray. Let's talk a little bit about this report's findings. 17 errors or omissions in the Carter Page FISA applications. Carter Page, the former Trump campaign aide, surveilled in 2016. Now, the report began after authorities believe he had contacts with Russia. Last night, FBI Director Wray disputed the claim of the president and his allies about a, quote, deep state conspiracy on the 2016 Trump campaign. Listen.
Based on the findings in the Inspector General report, is the FBI, was it part of some deep state?
Well, I think that's the kind of label that is a disservice to the 37,000 men and women who work at the FBI, who I think tackle their jobs with professionalism, with rigor, with objectivity, and with courage. So that's not a term I would ever use to describe our workforce, and I think it's an affront to them.
The president this morning on Twitter criticizing Christopher Wray. He wrote, quote, "I don't know what report current director of the FBI, Christopher Wray, was reading, but it sure wasn't the one given to me. With that kind of attitude, he will never be able to fix the FBI, which is badly broken despite having some of the greatest men and women working there." Now, many FBI agents would take issue with the president's characterization, saying that there were some errors, yes, but the overall mission of the FBI is a positive mission, and there are hardworking people there. Attorney General Bill Barr here at the DOJ, he's going to be speaking at a forum in Washington today on camera. You can bet he'll address this. When those comments come, we will bring those to you on television.
Thank you,
Bill.
David, so much for that. David Spunt back at the Department of Justice, sir. Thank you for that.